Hey guys, Bobby Lacey here with Leander Taekwondo America. I just want to do a quick how-to video on how to tie your belt. Now, if you're struggling with this at first, if you're a brand new student, no worries. Like everything else in Taekwondo, practice makes perfect. And I'm here to kind of help you get through step by step. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you two different ways on how to tie your belt. The first way I'm going to show you is going to be the way that I do it. It's the traditional way to tie your belt. It's just the way that I've always done it and the way that I can do it the best. Now, the second way that I'm going to show you, of course, is going to be a little bit easier for our younger students. It's not my preferred way, but it still works, right? And as long as we get that belt tied on correctly, what more can we ask for? All right, so without further ado, the first step. We're going to start with taking our belt and folding it in half, just like so. Now, if you have a first-degree decided belt with your name and rank on it, you're going to start with your name on the right hip, and you're going to start with your rank on the left side. So I'm going to take the middle and put it on the middle. Now, if you have a plain colored belt, it doesn't really matter which way it's facing, but if you have a senior belt with that black stripe going through it, you're going to want it to face the outside. But I'm going to start with the middle of my middle, and I'm going to wrap it around. Now, as I come to the back, I'm going to take my right hand and tuck it underneath my left hand. Right? And then I'll bring it all the way back to the front. And I'll collect all three straps in one hand. Now from here, where it's kind of showing two straps, I'm going to take my side that I tucked underneath, and I'm just going to finish tucking it underneath all the way through to where it looks like one strap. So now I have my one continuous strap. And at this middle point here, I should have three kind of lines in a row, three straps in a row. Now, I'll take the top part here. It's going to slide underneath my other two straps, and then I'll pull it up just like so. So now is the time where I can kind of adjust it, tighten it up, make sure both of my straps are even, double check that my belt is tucked in nice and neat underneath all the way through. I'm even, and now we'll move on to the next part. Now, again, there's two different ways to do this. I'm going to show you the way that I always like to do it. From here, I'm going to take my bottom strap, and I'm going to flip it to the opposite side to where my name is facing on the outside. So there's kind of this twist, and there's a hole right here. And I'll take this top strap, and trying to bring it through without twisting it, I'm going to slide it through the hole and pull tight. Now, I'll know my belt is correct if I have this kind of arrow right here, right? That lets me know that that's correct. And I'll double check my lengths. I'm a little bit long, so I can go back to the previous step, kind of adjust it a little bit, and get that other side a little bit longer. And voila. Now I'm even, now I'm good, and there's the first step. Now, for the second way to tie your belt, this is going to be the easiest way for a lot of our younger students to do it. It's got a lot less little details in order to make sure that it goes correctly. But again, this is not the way I do it. But if it works for you, why not do it this way? So from here, instead of starting with your belt in half, we're actually going to take, if you're a first decider or above, you'll take your name side. If you have a plain colored belt, doesn't matter which side, doesn't matter which way it's facing. And of course, if you have a senior belt with a stripe going through it, you're going to want that stripe facing to the outside. But I'm going to start with my name upside down over on my right side. And I'll put it about the length of what my belt will be when it's fully tied, maybe a little bit longer. But I'm going to hold this point right on the middle of my belly, and I'm going to wrap this belt all the way around to my hand, if I can grab it here. And then without letting it twist, I'm going to bring it to the front one time, then I'll wrap it around again, try and catch it, and then bring it all the way through this second time, right? So now we're at the end of the first step. With our first option we did, I'll try and tuck in that belt, right? We still want that one line going all the way across, and then I'll take this top part, bring it underneath, and from here, I can pull tight and adjust it. Now I've got this side a little bit longer, so I'll just tuck that down a little bit, kind of wiggle it around until I can have my straps even, right? Now, once I've got this even, I'll adjust my uniform, make sure it's all neat and proper, and then I'm going to show you the second way to do step number 2. So the first way, I took the bottom half, I twisted it around, facing it to the outside. This next way is going to be, again, easier for our younger students. From here, you're going to take the top, and you're just going to cross it to where it's basically making an X, right? Now, without letting the top part twist, I'm going to wrap my bottom part of the belt around through that hole, and then again, pull tight. Now, I still have my little arrow right here letting me know my belt's correct. I'll double check the links. That's pretty good, pretty solid. My belt's tied on. I'm all ready and I'm set for class. So hopefully this video helped you out. If you have any questions, of course, don't be afraid to ask me at the school. You can get a black belt in belt time, right? So thanks for watching this video. Hopefully it helps. We'll see you on the mat.